Hi guys, thank you so much, all you super trooper superheroes. Welcome, 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 and thank you so much for watching me. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. Okay, today is free psychic reading day. Free! Okay, please comment your questions. Okay, if it's something that I'm able to help you with today, I'm certainly going to try. If it's not, I'll tell you why. Okay, so today is free psychic days. Now, for those who are new to my channel, Nanu, thank you so much for being here, Earthlings. Okay, I am a weird one. You're not going to say I'm just like every other psychic on the planet, okay? Please know today is free psychic days, 9 a.m. Thursday. I am also here 9 a.m. Saturday, Brisbane time, doing live tarots. So, as you can see from the comments, people comment before I go live, which helps me because I can just go through the comments. But on Saturdays, which is Friday night if you're in the USA, comment before I go live, and you also get one of the Love Dove cards, okay? Because I can sit here for about half an hour before I go live and I pull out the tarot cards as well as a Love Dove card, which is a dove, and every card starts with the word love, okay? So that's Saturday at 9 a.m. Brisbane time. Today is Free Psychic Day. Yay! We are there. How you all feeling? You're getting disgusted with all the craziness going on? Because wait, I know, as one of my predictions, if you've watched my prediction video from the end of last year, I said a few things that are already starting to come true. I said the craziness was going to escalate. I also said interest rates were going to go up in February. They did. Da, 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 da. 2 weeks ago, I actually said it was going to be Tuesday or Thursday because I'm seeing the letter T. They went up on the Tuesday. Da, 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 da. I don't need testimonials, guys, because I get so many emails, so many comments here and on Facebook, okay, where people say Linda's good because, okay? So I don't need to cut and paste these and have a testimonial page because I get too many of them, okay? That's not me boasting. That's just telling you as it is, okay? So let me just get this on gear. Okay, let's just keep that going. So, as I just said, how are you all feeling today? Because the energy this week is going to intensify. Great. Yeah. We are so close now to the new Chinese year coming in, which is the fire horse that I talked about in December. This is coming in raging like the bull in the china shop. Don't be near that bull. Look at all these protesters now getting arrested and everything else going on. Why go out and be involved with it? Okay? We must learn to separate and realize that our emotion does get contagious. So the more we hang around with these lunatics, the more we become one of them. So the more we think about calming things, relaxation, meditation, not only are we going to live longer, but guess what? We're happier, healthier, and more harmonized within ourselves. Funny thing, I just mentioned that because that's my new book coming. Okay? So, how to survive all this weirdness going on. So, yes, I'm working on a new book and I'd like to get this out in a few weeks because it's already there. I've just got to do some research because I do like put in some facts into my books. But yes, I'd like this out before I turn 60. I'm 60 on the 5th of March. Yay, I'm a Pisces. But we have a lot of birthdays right now in the Aquarian zone. So just remember, you Aquarians, you're truth seekers and you're also very honest people. You say it as it is. So just remember this energy coming through in the next week. It's going to be more chaotic. So let me just go there with Trump. I have to. I don't support him. I don't personally like him, okay? But he's the POTUS, and I look at things happening. Not so much about him, but what other people are now doing to him. So this is where we use critical thinking. Take your emotions out, whether you like him or not, okay? Just ask yourself this: why now? Why now? Why are there so many paid? Because everything on TV and media is paid, okay? Nothing's free. Airtime, you pay for airtime, whether it's an advertisement that's been paid for or a news report. So let's go there. Why now? Every single news report that's putting Trump down, every single Facebook, Instagram, whatever pages are out there, they're trying to put Trump down. Why now? He was POTUS for 4 years. Then we had Biden, who now we find out was maybe not really there. And then we've got POTUS again as Trump. So now let's ask ourselves, why now in his 5th year of being POTUS? Isn't it ironic that he just pulled out of the WHO funding? Think. Critical thinking time. The WHO, World Economic Forum, well, it really is, if you know in the know, right? But the World Health Organization is where they funnel heaps of billions of dollars. Look how much Bill Gates funnels through that system like a laundromat. It's a money laundromat where money comes out and people get rich. Now, because Trump just stopped all the funding, there's a lot of people not getting all their little perks from the laundromat. Think about it. Once you see it, we now know every doctor was paid. Every doctor is paid if they give you a referral to go and see a specialist. That's why their name's on that referral list, okay? Every doctor who gives you a prescription, if you fill that prescription, he gets a little monetary perk for that. So please learn, okay? During COVID here in Australia, every hospital patient that was COVID positive, that hospital got $10,000 as a kickback, all through the World Economic, nearly said it again, the World Health Organization. Well, they're both the same things, right? So once you stop funding them, they've got no more money to hand out. So there's a lot of people angry. I've known this for 20 years. And when I came out like 3 years ago and said, Trump's going to pull out of the WHO and the world is going to explode, I said it 3 years ago. So when you know, you know. And look how the world is exploding. Look at what happens in Minnesota right now. And then we find out Waltz is totally committed with the World Health Organization. I nearly said Economic Forum again because they're the same thing. Okay, so once you know, guys, you're in the know. You're watching me for a reason. We have to separate. Keep ourselves calm. We don't have to be involved with what they're doing, because the more we put our energy into what they're doing, we become not just them, but we're giving them our power to make them stronger. Please be aware of what you invest your energy into, okay? We have to stay firm and strong in love. They're trying to divide us. All this religious stuff going on at the moment, it's all deliberate. This is what I'm being told as a psychic. It's all deliberate to make us HATE, so we're lowering our vibration and making all these people richer, okay? They want Trump gone. How fast, when Trump is gone, will they say, oh, we're back in the World Economic Health Organization? They're both the same thing. When you know, you know. Okay? So today is about love. Today is about getting ourselves better mentally and physically health. Okay? We are here to grow, develop, and become more spiritual, loving people. How do we do that? We concentrate on our own energy field. Don't get involved with what's happening in Minnesota. Don't get emotionally invested in it. Put your energy into what you're creating and what you're doing for others. And that's why right now I'm here letting you know that I am an instigator. I'm a teacher. I'm a mentor. I will never say I'm a guru or the best of it, but we're always on a learning curve, and I'm on that as well. So when I learn things and I think, wow, I've known that for 20 years, and it just goes boom because it's such a synchronicity. Okay. When I died in 2001 and I saw my great, 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 great grandmother, she told me all this was coming. I didn't believe it. And now that we're seeing it, it's all coming true. And the best thing is, I've been telling people for years. Okay? Watch me on Facebook. I'm Lynda Ray. If you haven't seen me on Facebook, okay? LYNDARAE. Okay? Go watch what I've got an open profile because I don't hide. Okay? I share everything because it's truth seeking. Okay? So there you go, guys. So today is psychic reading day. You've got all your comments here. Okay? So let's realize today is about us. No one ever comments, hey, do you think Trump was on the list? Okay? Who cares if he was? Well, I know he was. Okay? I've known this for years. I know he was on the list. Okay? But you've got to look at the context of why he was on that list. Because he was the one telling Epstein off all the time. So, of course, there was email exchanges telling each other how much they didn't like each other. And now we find out it's all true. And I've been saying this for 5 years. Oh, my gosh. I love it when I get it right. Okay, so let's go in there. Jomini, 22, number one fan. Yay! Let's start today. Okay, I'm zapped in. She's on deck. Yes, you are, aren't you? Please tell me you're here. Hello. Hi. Okay, let's go there. Hi, Lynda. I lost my job last year and looking for a new one. I am in the right. I am in the right path? ? Okay, is it required to reconnect with the person that fired me, my former manager, or a good idea to do it? Don't ever go back to someone that fired you. They had issues of their own, and whatever you try to tell them, it's not going to work. So my suggestion is to cut that tie, learn the lessons, because there's always lessons there, and start fresh. Okay? Think of a worker as a married partner, because we have relationships with people, whether we're married to them or whether they're co-workers or managers. So think of that relationship like a marriage, right? You were you were committed, you were dedicated to go to work, you were loyal, all these things like a marriage license, okay? So why would you go back to a divorcee and say, here's all the reasons why you got it wrong? Seriously, all you are doing is just proving your ego, and all you're doing is wasting your time. It doesn't work. So my suggestion for you to clear this and to release this, okay, so then you live more healthier and you find inner peace, write it all down, read it to yourself, put it away for a few weeks, and then pull it out and read it again. So you get that perspective like a third party would if they were reading it. So when you go back to that list, you say all the reasons why you should never have been sacked in the first place, that's where you're releasing it. You're seeing the perspective of it, and you're clearing that energy. And hopefully the person who fired you is picking up on that and they realize they've made a mistake. Our energy is so contagious. Look at what's happening now in Minnesota. Look at what's happening now in Sydney, Australia. Okay? We get contagions from people's emotions because emotions are energy. Why would you want to go back into that energy field and become it again is the question. Please don't go back. This is your time now to look at who you are, where you want to be in 5-10 years. Do you have to go and study? I think that's a good idea. Go and study, okay? Because the more you personalize yourself, the more you work out who you are moving forward, the more you're going to be a better employee next time around for someone who does value you, Okay, pardon me. It's weird how the universe works. It really does. So I hope that helps you there. Jomini 22. Hammer Bammer time. Yay! Hello, Dr. Lynda. Hello, all. I don't have a question, just attending. Hammers, come on. You're gorgeous. I love you. Okay. And you know what? Even though you haven't got a question, the fact that you're here shows that you're trying your best. So please feel the energy I hope that I'm putting out there. Okay. And really make sure that your life is going good at this point. Don't get involved with all these other lunatics. I call them lunatics because they're so consumed by being involved with other people's energies. It's like they're sheep. They're lunatics because they can't think for themselves. For whatever reasons, they've got such cognitive decline, they can't think for themselves. And they can't do rational, cognitive, critical thinking. That's why they all en masse and go out and protest. Oh, yeah, Joey's going out, I'm going too. Well, if they sat back and they said, hang on, do I really need to do this? And what's behind the reasons? Why does Governor Waltz now want all the people rioting? What's he hiding? When you know, you know. So step back. Everyone says take a step back, yeah? So when we take a step back from any situation that we're in and we say, hang on. You know, I've been watching Two Broke Girls, and when that Jennifer Coolidge, every time she comes on the show, one of her favourite lines is, wait a minute. Every time I hear her, I laugh. Wait a minute. Because it's true. We wait a minute and we think about what's going on. Okay? Take a page out of Jennifer Coolidge from Two Broke Girls. Okay? Alrighty, so there you go. Yeah, don't have a question, but I love you anyway, Hammer Bammers. Julie Youngren. Hey! Hi, Linda. Nanu, Earthlings. Okay. Hi and all here in hugs. I have my in-person interview yesterday. I think it went well. I am hoping for any insight. I'm seeing it went really well too, Julie. Oh my God, you know, there's so many people now losing their jobs all over the place. You know, Christmas was hell for a lot of people losing their jobs, and I think that's so rough to do that. If I was an employer, I could not do that at Christmas time. Seriously. You know, the best time of year is tax someone just before their tax returns are due. So at least hopefully they get some money back when they do their taxes, right? So at least then they've got money to get them through. So, you know, I'd be a considerate boss, well, unless the person really was a lunatic. But, yeah, moving forward. So I think you've got this one. If you haven't, she has, I know. But just remember, they've now had you twice in there. They're learning who you are. And I really hope that you gave them a boost about the company and why you really want to be there. Okay? So if you do get another phone call or something, just say, oh my God, I'm so proud to be a part of your company. Let them know, okay? You want to be with them. Okay, so thank you so much for letting me know, Julie. Okay, Robert Harris. Border, I think that's border. Robert, I don't speak whatever language you just put out there, but I'm that glad that you put good morning in brackets. From the UK, wishing, I don't even think that would be Welsh, because it would have another 20 words if it was Welsh. Okay. Wishing you and the viewers a good end to the week. Yay. Does your lady have any general advice? Any topic for me today? No worries. If not, yes, Robert. Oh, I've got more. Julie, well done for the interview. I had a feeling it would go well. Yes, because some of us in here are psychics. That's why we're all hanging around together. And we're all keeping fingers crossed and toes crossed. Even Pixie. Pixie is Robert Harris's cat. Yummo. I love it when I know people have got pets. Okay. Mary, she's here asleep under my bed. Yep, I can see a tail sticking out under my bed. My bed's just over here, by the way. Yeah, so I love it when I see other people's cats and dogs. So, Robert, I've said this before to you, and it's really weird. You've got like 3 different options to go with what this project that you're doing. And the more we talk about it, because I get through connections, right? Put some more sci-fi element into it. Okay? You know, why did the Marvel movies become so popular? And DC and Marvel, right? Comic book heroes. Why do they become so popular? Is because they all started off generally as normal people like you and I, but then some super not normal, paranormal, or sci-fi event happened where these people became super beings. Go with that, but don't do it the genetic way like the comics have done it. But if you put some sort of sci-fi element in there, people are just going to go crazy. Because when I look at Captain America, and I could look at him all day, by the way, girls and boys, if you're into Chris Evans, right? But when I heard that he was in the Glass Onion movie, oh my God. Not Glass Onion, he was in Knives Out. And I just went, oh yeah, cool. I'm watching him because it's Captain America. So, and then he was the baddie in it, even better. So Captain America started off as just this little dweeby little boy. And then he got the opportunity to show his courage, his strength, his determination, and also to just show that he was actually a very compassionate, loyal, loving person. As Captain America, he could have gone out there and just bombed the whole world, right? But he didn't. He was passionate about protecting those who couldn't look after themselves. That's why he went back and got Bucky, right? His friend, Bucky. So when we want that, what we look at, why these movies were so popular, is because it starts off as being us. Captain America wasn't always Captain America. He was someone Rogers, so whatever his name was, Rogers, right? And he was just us. But then he had this opportunity where he showed his greatness. And then he went and did it. So that's why people love these shows, because it shows us that we could be Captain Americas. I want to be Wonder Woman. How many people want to be Batman, be a millionaire and live in the Batcave and drive all those fancy cars, helicopters and ships? Okay, the Batman had. Okay. How many people want to be Spider-Man and crawl up walls and be invisible and watch other people below them and know what's going on? Okay. So we've all got dreams. We've all got goals. We've all got things that we wish that we could do as attributes that we don't have. Some days I want perfect eyesight. Some days I want my hair from the 80s where it was down on my behind and it was blonde again. But then at the end of the day, we sit there and we think all we have to do is close our eyes and imagine, and we become it. That's the element right there. Please rewind that and listen to what I just said. The element that we can be anything we want is what your books need. I hope that helps. Now she's clapping. I don't know if that helps you or not, but make it personal. So it's about everybody who reads it. Okay? All right, I hope that helps. Jim! Hello, Linny. Hello, everyone else. Can I ask, should I stay friends with Cleo, or will taking things to another level be a mistake? Oh, here we go. I've got to sing a song to you, Jim. Okay? That was my mistake. That was my mistake. Now, that's a song by Split Enz. Came out in like the 80s. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. So, yes, keep it in the friend zone with Cleo. There's a good possibility that you could be moving in the next 6-12 months. So, is Cleo going to be coming with you? Or will you be traveling in your car getting back to her? So there's a couple of issues there that would need to be resolved if you took it further. The longer you stay in the friend zone, the longer the relationship will last at the end of the day. But I'm hearing it's not time yet to go there. Stay in the friend zone at this point. Okay. Your card for the week is the High Priestess. Jim! So if anyone ever does want to do a tarot deck for me, I don't mind. I'm just writing down the High Priestess. Okay. Okay. I'm going to look up that card later. So thank you so much, Jim. I love it when people say, hey, Lynda, thank you for giving a gift to us. Here's a gift for you back. I pulled you a card this week. Go see what this is about. Okay. Yeah, I love it. So anyone listening, today is free Psychic Reading Day. I am here 9 a.m. Thursdays, Brisbane time. So now I've been here for nearly half an hour. Comment before if you like. And I'm also here free Saturday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. Friday night if you're in the USA, because I'm about 15 to 18 hours ahead of you. Okay? So that is free tarot day. If you comment before I go live, you can get also the Love Dove card, because I always set this up about an hour and a half before I go live. Okay? Also, these days are free. I don't do super chats. I don't do member-only videos. So if you do want to support the channel, my PayPal link is below. Okay? The other thing is, yes, I do psychic readings. So I don't charge a set amount. I only ask for a contribution of what you want to afford. The link is below, how to get a reading from Lynda. Once you make a contribution through PayPal, please email me. Let me know it was you, how much you sent, where you're from. So then we can work out time zones, and then I send you a link for a Zoom call when we find a suitable time and place. Okay, time and date. Okay, so there you go, guys. Yes, I do psychic readings for people. All right, so thank you so much for Jim saying that. And I do appreciate, Jim, that you gave me a card. You know, it is so nice to be reciprocated. Thank you. I truly do appreciate that you got me the High Priestess. So Robert Harris says, Mel just asked me to send everyone her best wishes. I love it when you guys sending out love to everybody. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody. Oh, come on, you've got to sing a little bit. Raises our vibration. It makes you laugh. And you think, oh, my God, look at this woman. How does she do that on a live YouTube channel? I don't care. I have got so much confidence within me that I know that when you laugh at me, hopefully you're laughing with me. But if you're laughing at me and you say, oh my God, this woman is a lunatic, guess what? You're raising your vibration by laughing. And that's what I say. All this stuff going on with Minnesota, Sydney, and the UK and everywhere else, laugh at it. Raise your vibration and be happy. Okay? So here we go, Joko Paranormal. Hello, Lynda. I have misplaced my cat Victor's vet records. Uh-oh. I have looked everywhere. Can you see where they might be? The rescue put them in an envelope. Honey, it's in a pile of other paperwork, which may have been tossed in the bin. Ouch. I see that it was in a lot of other paperwork. It's this like this deep, like an inch deep of paperwork, right? All your like shopping lists, receipts, we all have a pile of that stuff. I'm seeing it was in there, and I don't know why I'm seeing my microwave, because I just stick everything I get, everything goes on top of the microwave. So I throw all my receipts. If I get a letter in the mail, it goes on the top of that and on my microwave. Okay. So I don't know why I'm seeing the microwave, but that's where I put all my stuff, and that's probably where you've put it. If you can't find it in that pile, there's a good chance that you've tossed it in the bin. Look behind it. Okay. So wherever you think you may have put it, look behind it. So if you put it on a cupboard, look behind the cupboard. If it was on the microwave, look behind the microwave in case it fell down. Okay. The other thing is go back to the rescue and ask for another copy. Okay. Yeah. They may charge you for them. But if you say, oh, my God, my house burnt down, the floods came, and then there was a tornado and my tires were broken so I couldn't drive. Sorry, now I've seen the Blues Brothers. There was a scene where he says, I couldn't come, there was an earthquake. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure that they'll help you out. Okay, go back to the vet and just say, look, I need the vet records. Okay, so there you go. But there is a chance that you don't have them anymore, but please don't think of it that way. Think of it like a mission that you've got to go find them. Okay. Okay, Diana K. Hi, Linda. Diana K. USA. I need little pom poms for when I see you, darling. You know, I'll just use my tissues. Here we go. Diana K. USA. Oh my God. Hey, for people who don't know, here in Australia, we have kangaroos on our tissue boxes. And on the front, we have little paws. We have their little paws. Yeah. That artwork, they have it by the artwork, and they give you a little story on the back. So I'll do it there in case you do want to read the artwork. So this is by a 16-year-old in Western Australia. Did the artwork for the tissue box with the little paws on the top. Okay, there you go. Diana K in the USA. Hi, Linda. Hello. And everyone. Had a great interview this week. Going back for second interview next week. Yes. Any thoughts if this is the right job for me now? I'm actually seeing for now it is. Whether it's the right job is another question. But you've got to be here now. So let's think about what. One, basically, you're learning more skills, you're learning things that will take you into this next job, and it'll be better and functional, more productive for you when you move. The other thing that we must remember, the other job isn't available yet. So they're giving you this job as a filler until the next one turns up. So even though when you're there, you may start to like it and want to stay there. It's your free will, right? But at the end of the day, I would stay on all the employment sites. Okay, keep your eye out in about 6 months and see what else is out there. And you'll see that this was true, that you just had to fill a job to give you extra bits to get that other job. Okay. Okay. So let's keep moving. Chrissa225. Yay. Hello, Dr. Lynda with a big red heart. I love you too. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I always do. I am keeping in contact with someone I met in the last 10 months, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. How do you see it? Yeah. Yeah. I'm seeing it has actually stopped. Okay. As much as you may not like this news, Chrissa, you know, when we meet someone, natural psychology teaches us that we have these expectations that this person is going to be the one. Okay. We all do it, males and females. Okay. So the thing is, we go into what's called the honeymoon period for the first 6 months. The honeymoon period is where you don't really see them for who they are. We see them for what we think they are with those expectations. He works at a bank, so he's loaded. He's got heaps of money because he works at a bank, right? But after the 6 months, when we go into that 6 to 18 month period, we start learning things. Oh my God, he works at a bank, but he's got $3 billion in debt, personal loans through the bank type thing, right? And then you might find out, oh my God, I really can't handle that this guy does that. He does that. I didn't realize that he does that. So after the 6 month period, we go into a stage of self-awareness where we're really looking at that other person. And it usually is within the 6 to 18 months period, okay? Because that's when we're deciding, is this going to last after 2 years, or are we going to break up with this person and stop wasting our time? And that's exactly what this other person has done. They're unfortunately not looking for you. They're looking for someone else, which is their prerogative, their free will. You've got your own mindset of what you're looking for in a future partner, but please know it has to be mutual. and it has to be reciprocated. Okay? And I always say the best thing after a couple of months being with someone, be grateful. They're teaching you who you want to be, and they're also teaching you who you want to be with. Okay? He might have said, let's go ice skating. You've never done ice skating. You go and you think, wow, I love this. I'm going to keep going. So always think of it as an opportunity that a new partner always teaches us new things. Okay? So be grateful and really just look at who you became because of that relationship. So you can take that onto your next one as well. Okay? But I'm seeing because it's only lasted 10 months, that's a big red flag. Okay? Because they've decided early on, thank goodness, that they don't want to be involved with you. Please don't turn into a stalker. I was watching this YouTube thing the other day. This woman they went on one date. He rang her and said, I don't want to see you anymore, or a text her. That's it, one date. So over the next 2 years, she was sending him 35,000 texts a month, or something like crazy like that. Something like 1,000 texts a day. She would have just been sitting there all day just typing. How were her fingers still connected to her hands after all that texting? So they ended up she got arrested because she ended up turning up at his house. She went into his house 2 years after the one date, and she knew he wasn't there, so she went inside his house and started living there. So they ended up arresting her, and she went into a mental asylum because she had a lot of mental issues. Please don't be that woman. Okay? Please don't live your life based on somebody else. We're not connected to the hip to anyone. Learning who we are, learning how to self-love, being self-accountable and self-responsible. You know, the best thing I ever did for myself was never date. I've been single now for about 13, 14 years, and I love that I can go where I want, do what I want. I don't have to ask permission from a partner. I don't have to verify their diary. Are you home at 10 o'clock tomorrow night to feed the cat because I'm going out? I just look after the cat and then I go out if I want to go out that late. So we don't rely on other people in that same sense. Okay? Yeah. So this is done and dusted, Chrissa. I'm sorry. Please look after yourself. That's the message that I'm trying to convey to you. Look after you, and then you will find the one that's coming. Put out the right energy of love, gratitude, and he or she will come looking for you. Okay? Yeah. Don't ever get upset. Be grateful that you're finding the right person next time that wants you. Okay? Pardon me. Rajput sisters. Love you, darling. Okay? Linda, I do prayers often, and when I won't do my prayers, I feel extremely sad for no reason. And I've experienced this quite often. Why is that? Is there any entity trying to attack me? Can you guide me? No, there's no entities trying to attack you, Rajput sisters. When we pray, we're actually connecting with higher source, or is it our higher self? So when we pray, we're up in this vibrational stage where we feel great about ourselves, we feel self-love, we've got all this gratitude, appreciation, respect for ourselves and the universe. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk with you today, because that's why I'm praying. Okay? But then we don't do it for a while. And guess what happens to that big, inflated, higher vibration that we've got? Yeah, it's like the balloon got burst and it's deflating itself, and we come down with our vibration. And that's where negative emotions can start setting in that you may call some sort of entity trying to take over you. So please be aware it's not an entity. You'd know if you had an entity on you, okay? You'd know it. But I just believe that you've just got to write it down, set your alarm, put a post-it note on your fridge. 6 o'clock, do your prayer. Okay? 8 o'clock before bed, do your prayer. When you're sitting, best thing to do, when you're sitting on the toilet, come on, we all do it. Why not talk about it? When you're sitting on the toilet, have a piece of paper sitting there, do your prayers. I do the best thinking I do on the toilet. We all do. Some people take an hour and a half. Okay? So some people sit on the toilet for an hour and a half because that's where they do their best thinking. So when you're in the bathroom looking at yourself, brushing your teeth or whatever, do your prayers. Thank you so much, Almighty Father or gracious guides, all my archangels that are watching over me. Thank you so much for allowing me this space. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of what you're creating on this earth and planet. Thank you so much for everything I've been through, even all the worst things. Because it taught me now how to be a better person, and look who I am today because of it. Thank you so much for allowing me to have this 2-minute time where I could spend it listening and talking to you. So now when I get in my car and I'm driving to work, I can pay attention to the traffic. So just remember, there are times in our lives. Cooking dinner is a great one. When I'm cooking dinner, I like singing because we're putting that energy, which is that high vibration of that, raising your vibration, which is that frequency. We're putting that energy into our food. Every time I eat, I feel great. You wonder why? Because I sing while I'm cooking. Every day is a great day. I don't care. I make up my own lyrics. Why just sing somebody else's song? I make up my own song. I love it when I put the pumpkin in the stew, pumpkin in the stew, pumpkin in the stew. I love you because there's pumpkin in my stew and it makes me feel all funny in my tummy. Well, I don't care how you sing it. And does it matter how pathetically stupid it sounds? Because the more pathetically stupid it sounds, the better you feel, and the more you're laughing, the better you're raising your vibration up, and it makes you feel ta-da! Zapped! Zapped! Look at me right now, just thinking about putting pumpkin in the stew. So there's always moments in the day we can do this. We don't have to say, you are committed to being there at 6 o'clock. If it turns 6:01, don't bother coming in. Don't do that to yourself. Come on. That's just the regimen of some religious trying to control you. Okay? You do what you have to do. Okay? I hope that helps you, Rajput sisters. Okay, Diana Kay says, Julie, you and I are in the same boat. Wish you all the best. Job searching is stressful. Honey girls, I love you so much. I'm thinking of all of you who have lost their jobs around Christmas. It is so... I can't tell you how it upsets me that there are so many people out there now who have lost their jobs over Christmas, and now we're all looking for jobs again. It's like I'm in the boat with you. So please know, I do send out love and energy to all of you. Get them the job that they deserve. Bong. Bring them the right employer who's going to treat them with love and respect. I do that every day. Okay? And then look at the energy I've just created because of it. Wow. Okay. Debs. Hello, Debs. Hi, Linda. Oh, my phone, hang on, my comments just refreshed. So now I've got to go back to find Debs. Bear with me. Dum-da-da-da. Where am I? Where am I? Got to go back up. Here we go. Debs. Okay. Hi, Linda and everyone. I hope you're all well. I just wanted to ask if I'm still on the right path for the future, as I have had a few things going on. Yes. Now, I believe when things come into our lives like these unexpected little few things, you know how many times you say, today I'm going to plan not to do anything, but then a few things come up? Or you say, oh, yeah, I've got to be at this appointment at 2 o'clock next Tuesday, but then a few things come up? We all get those few things that come up. Now, whether they are distractions, yeah, self-sabotages, oops, or whether it's the universe telling us that there is something else that they prefer us to do instead. That's the key here, working out which one of those it is. So out of those three options, I'm actually seeing that this is a distraction to see if you are committed to doing what you said you were going to do. If I say I'm going to go on a diet, let's just say it, so you put it out there in the universe, tomorrow is Monday, the start of the week, per se, in an example, right? So it's Sunday, right? Imagine it's Sunday. And you say, on Monday, I'm going to start this diet. So when I go to work, no more stuff for lunch. You go to work the next day and, oh, what luck, someone comes in with a cheesecake. They've never done it before. So there you go. That is a test from the universe to say, are you really serious? You want a diet, or would you like some cheesecake? Come to me. I've got the cheesecake. And you're sitting there, but I told myself I'm going on a diet today, but stuff it, where's the fork? Okay. Because I would be there with the fork straight away. Okay. So there you go. You got to work out if it's a distraction, self-sabotaging, which is your self-doubt, thinking that you can't do it, or is it the universe saying, don't do it? So I'm actually seeing it's the first one. Test. You're being tested, Deb. You've just had time off. So now you've come back. I know that while you're away, because we all do it, when I get home, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So now the universe is testing you to see if you're going to go through with it or not. And don't worry if you say no. Don't worry if you don't do it. Because at the end of the day, they know that we're only human and they know that we fail all the time. That's why they never give up on us. Okay? So don't ever feel bad on yourself. Okay? Because we're always on our path, regardless. Okay? All right, so let's go down to Barbara Byers. Nanu. Good morning to all. Slow blinks to Mary. I love it. My cat actually jumped up on me last night and bit me. First time I've ever seen her do that. God, I hope she's not getting old, starting to lose a cognitive decline, like a dementia thing coming in. Like she's never just like, she was sitting on the floor and I'm there and I went, oh, you want your biscuit? She jumped up and clawed me. Now, you'll be able to see it. There it is. She clawed me. That was bleeding. That's a claw, and there's a claw. Oh, there's another claw over here. There's another claw on my arm over here. So she actually went, and bit me last night. Blood. Yeah, that was a deliberate. Because sometimes she fake bites where it's just, but she doesn't bite down. Last night she bit down and that hurt. Damn little cat. So thank you for mentioning Mary. Okay, wondering if there's confirmation that I'm choosing the right natural health professional for what's needed. I just heard no. Any wisdom from you and your friend? Grateful. Always shop around. That's what I just heard. Always shop around, Barbara Byers. Okay. Don't just trust the first person, or it may be the 10th or the 50th person that you've gone to. Always do shop around more. Okay. And this is why when doctors put us on, I'm just going to say pharmaceuticals here, right? Because it's the genetic medicine of what we've got to talk about. But when you go to a doctor and they say, you need these pills, let's start you off at 50 milligrams a day. Now, did you notice how I just said they start you off at? Because it's a test to see how your body will react to the pills. So they usually started at a low dose. Then you go back in the week and they say, I've still got it. So they say, okay, now let's go up to 100. And then if you've still got it after the next week, you go up to 150 or whatever. So it's always a game of chance with any sort of medications and natural professionals, okay? Always shop around. Go and get your second and third opinions is what I'm hearing, okay? Then you'll know to make a decision based on fact rather than just saying, oh, yeah, he was cute, I've got to go back and see him again, okay? True. So, Barbara, you're on the right path because you are trying, okay? And I'm going to give you every single credit for that. You deserve it. And I want you to be happy and healthy. So please know, just keep going because maybe you're going to find somebody who says, oh, by the way, I import this stuff which no one else can get. And you'll think, really? I've been looking for that everywhere. Could be one of those like ta-da moments, okay? Yeah. Look how hard it is to get ivermectin. And it's FDA approved. So why don't doctors prescribe it is the reason. Because they know it works. Not only does it kill viruses, if you believe it, but it also gets rid of parasites. That's why they give it to horses. Okay? Okay. User has said, hello. Okay. Hello back. Okay, if you were here on Saturday when I do my tarot, because you commented, you would have got a tarot card. Okay, but you're welcome to ask a question today. Okay, Sophia. Hi, Linda. Do you see me traveling internationally this year? Yes. Now, why did I see just a horse and it's like, giddy up, get out there, go, go, go. And you've got your saddlebags ready as well. So I don't know what the connection there is, but that's just what I got hit with. It's like you're on a horse with your saddlebags out the back. So you've got all your luggage, you've got your water, you've got your passport, everything's checked off, everything's in order. It's go mode. Go mode. Love it. Oh, honey, get your photos. Okay, you're going to love it if you do go overseas this year. Okay, plan it. I don't know why, but it's coming up August, September. Okay, something's going to happen around then where it's just like, wow, I just got the time off to go. Okay, please do it. You're going to love it. Okay, this is. I'm just going to go there. It's life changing for you. Whatever happens, even if in 10 years it's just you remembering this trip and out of all the trips that you've done in the past, okay, if it's going over to see family, something's going to happen where it's, thank God I went that time, okay? So I hope and pray it's working out for you, Sophia. But I'm hearing go, definitely, okay? Bob, Hope, 1, 2, 3. What do you see? Oh, pardon me, sorry, having a burp. Okay, what do you see for me? I was watching To Catch a Thief. Oh, I'm in love with Grace Kelly. Do I have a chance to find her? Oh, Bob Hope. Oh, my God. I live by simple sayings. And one of my sayings is that if you're looking to marry a sailor, someone who captains a ship, right? If you're looking for someone who's on a boat, you never go out looking for them in this desert. So if you want your Grace Kelly, make a list of what she's like. Does she eat chocolate? Does she drink coffee? Does she rock climb? Does she own that yacht? Has she got the heliport? Okay. Go big, because hello, look at Pretty Woman. It does happen, right? The movie Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts. It does happen. Okay. Look how many bartenders end up with, oh, look at Princess Mary of Denmark. She met her husband, Prince, who's now king of Denmark. She met him in a pub. So it does happen, okay? Wow. So what I say is write down everything that your Grace Kelly has. What does she wear? Where does she go? What's her hobbies? What are your hobbies? And then you've got to go and find them. So I say it like this. If you want a guy that's got a dog or a girl that's got a dog, go to the dog parks. You don't have to have a dog to go inside a dog park. Go to the grocery aisle where they sell dog food. And you just hang around there. You just hang around waiting for someone to walk down and go, oh, hello, here comes someone. She's cute. And then you just start a conversation. Hi, I'm thinking about getting a dog. Can I ask what sort of dog have you got and how much does it eat? Okay? Because people feel valuable when they share their knowledge. So asking people for their advice makes them feel special. Why do you think I have the best days when I'm doing these days? Because people are asking me their advice. So I get off at the end of my session, being here on live, and I go, wow, I felt so good. I hope I helped people today. It's all about appreciation, okay, and gratitude and thanks. So, think of it that way. So what does Grace Kelly do? If she's a rock climber, so she's got pretty toned muscle, okay, go and join a rock climbing group. Doesn't mean that you're there to learn how to do it. You're just there to meet somebody that does. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go there. I have had success where I said to a lady once, I said, you've got a dog park near you, right? It's like only 100 or 200 meters away. And she said, actually, it's behind my house. I can walk there in about 5 minutes. And I said, I can see you going there. You're going to find someone that's got a dog. So I said to her, it's almost like you can see it from where you live. But I thought it was out the front of hers because, you go to the front, you can see out. She said, oh, no, it's behind my house. And I said, well, go into the backyard and just watch. When you see someone that you like coming in with their dog, go put on your nice dress, go put on your hair do, walk over there and say, oh, wow, look at your dog. Do you mind if I play with it for a little while? I haven't got a dog, but I appreciate dogs, and I come here because I love to find dogs. That guy's going to fall in love with you in a heartbeat because you've got something in common that's not together, So you look at what people want to do instead of looking at what they are, I like guys with blue eyes. That's just one of my things, right? So if I see a guy with blue eyes, I don't go up to him and say, oh, wow, you got the best eyes I've ever seen. I compliment his tie or his shoes or something else totally unrelated. So then he feels special about himself, and I'm not letting on exactly what it is that I'm after, okay? That's just an example, by the way. But anyone who knows me knows I like John Bon Jovi, and he's got the biggest blue eyes ever. Yum. Okay, so Bob Hope, I hope I've given you some examples there. How to go out and find your Grace Kelly. You don't look for a sailor in the desert. There's no yachts out there, okay? If you want a princess, you've got to go and hang around at where the princesses hang around, okay? All right, I hope that helps. Okay, all things must pass. Hello! Hi, Linda. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to do another YouTube channel that has to do with the arts. Oh, do you see me getting a lot of subscribers that I can earn a nice monthly income? Well, it is going to take a bit to get there, but start it and then share it out there, okay? Share it out there. The more we share, the more people see it and the more likes, etc. that we get, okay? But don't have any expectations with it, darling, okay? Don't have any expectations with it, okay? You're welcome to message me. We're on Facebook. Message me on Messenger. Let me know what you're doing so I can tap in further and get you some more information about what you're doing, okay? Oh, you're welcome to do that, okay? I love it when people message me or email me, okay? Yeah, so there you go. So just remember, you're going to have to get the subscribers up for your YouTube channel. Okay, Little Wave says, hi, Linda, great to see you and all here. Can I ask if I will need to go door to door or strongly out of my comfort zone to get clients for my practice? Thank you very much for your insight. Well, I'm not saying that you have to go door to door, but you know what? Get yourself some pieces of paper. I say this to everybody. Do your own walking. Hey, I'm just trying to get a piece of paper here that's hang on. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so this is one piece of A4 paper, but when you fold it up, like a business card, now when you unravel it, there is 2, 4, 6, 8. You get 8 for the, see, you can see all the folds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 houses. So if you print something on there or even write it, I do this, contact me on this number if you're interested type stuff, and go around, put it in letterboxes. Put it on trees. So you get little pins and just pin it to a tree where people go walking, okay? Look around for community boards at like libraries and shopping centres so people can go and say, oh, wow, we've got this lady who does that. She only just lives over there, okay? So I'm not saying door to door, but with regards to getting clients, manifest them. Now, the one that I really love talking about, which I've got to go fast here because I want to get through some comments, a lady came to my house and she said, I've got an old shed in the backyard. My husband had all his tools in there. I'm thinking about changing it and making it a tarot room where I just put in a couple of tables and do tarots. But I don't know how to advertise. I've got no clients, but this is what I want to do now. My husband's died. So I said to her, clear out all your husband's energy, get rid of all his tools, get rid of all his space in there, put up your little curtains, put in your little table with your 2 chairs and your tarot cards, And then all you got to do is put it out there to the universe. I have this, please make it a reality. So she went home. She came back about 3 months later, and I was expecting to say, hello, she's failed, because that's my expectation, okay, because so many people do, because there's so many people who don't want to put the mental energy into manifesting. But I'll tell you what happened to her. She said, Linda, it was so weird. 2 days after I finished the room, a man turned up at my door. I said, yeah, was he like a police officer saying, you can't put that in the backyard, like you need a permit or something? She said, no, he was driving along. He turned right into my street. So he turned right. So he was on the main road, turned right into her street, pulled up to his house, and for some reason he just knocked at her door with no signage or advertising. And he said, I've got a feeling that there's a tarot reader around here. Can you tell me where she is? What? So he went home and told his friends. And then she started getting more clients. What? So when we put out energy, this is something, and I love talking about me because I can prove it. It's me. It's my examples. So whenever I get to a point where I've got no readings booked, okay, I go outside and I talk to the moon at night and I say something like this. So this is how we manifest. I look up to the moon and I clasp my hands like this. It's like I'm praying. And I say, you know what? I'm so grateful of all the people I've spoken to this week, even the fruitcakes that I had, because I do get fruitcakes. I love them all. I send them all love and happiness, and I hope everything turns out for everybody. I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I go through a few minutes of being gracious. And then I say, but we have a problem, Houston, because now I need more clients. I've got free spaces. So in your infinite knowledge and experience of knowing the whole universe, you know everything so much more than what I do. If there's anyone out there who wants a psychic reading, if there's anyone out there who wants some guidance, if there's anyone out there who you think would benefit from reading my books, this isn't about me. I want you to put them into contact with me so I get to help them through you. So it's never about me. It's about the universe bringing me people who benefit from what I've been through, my wisdom, my knowledge, my skills and training and education. So that's how we manifest clients. So the more you sit there and you put it out there, I do healing, I do counseling. Now, I'm sure that there's some people out there who need counseling. Just look at Minnesota, okay? Bring them in. And we just wave them in like they're coming in through the door. Welcome. You all are welcome. Look at that little short girl that was in, or the old lady with the glasses in the movie Poltergeist. You're all welcome. Come on in. Come to my space, because you're putting out this vibration like a magnet of attraction that they feel and they get drawn to it like a magnet. That's what you want to create. So when we're on that frequency of attracting abundance, we have to feel it like a magnet. And we put it out there to say, you're coming to me. It's like the Jedi mind trick. This stuff works. I've proven it so many times. So let's just put it out there today. I'm just going to say, I need some PayPals tonight. Please allow people who want to have readings with me in the next week make contributions through PayPal tonight. Let's see how that goes. Because once we take away the expectation and we put it over to them, whoever they are, we get our clients coming in. It's just pure and natural forces of universe. It's magnetism. It's beautiful. Okay, so I hope that works for you, little wave. Okay, alrighty. Bob Hope, Message redacted. Okay. Everly! Everly! Mwah, 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 mwah. Okay. Hi, Linda. I lost my lump. Oh, my gosh. I feel responsible because I didn't listen to my gut not to take her to the hospital that unalived her. Is there a message for me from my sweet mama? Oh, darling. All I can say is, even though I had an experience where I've personally been unalive as well, what proof do we ever get that these are real? Unless we talk to people who've been there. And then we have to trust it. We have to believe it. And most of all, then we have to learn to love because of it. Please know I've got your email. I'm going to email you today. Okay? Let's stay in contact here. Okay, Everly? I want you to know that you're not alone, first off, because this is all about you, making sure that you're okay, because this is just a few days old. Okay? Please never feel responsible for what other people go through. We can't. You know, I do so much research into medical stuff. I'm not a medical doctor. I've got a PhD. I did so much research with dementia and other cognitive decline problems that people get because my dad had it. And everything was telling me to put nicotine patches onto my dad, which please don't do it unless you speak professionally to somebody, which is what I've got to add here because I'm not a medical professional. But everything was telling me put some nicotine patches on him because research that I've done, and doctors and specialists, neurologists, nicotine actually stops cognitive decline, whether you believe this or not. It's just out there. So I felt bad that I didn't put a patch on my dad like a year ago. Well, 2 years ago, because he died last August. But then he died because of other reasons, which I can't talk about because then I'll get quite disgruntled with how it happened. I can't allow anger for what happened to my dad. Tell them. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go there. So, Everly, please know I'm going to email you, but I've got to tell people what happened to my dad. It's all coming out now, so I don't hide this anymore, but I will speak in code. My dad was in an 80-bed high care facility. He had, clear my throat for this, this is what my dad was diagnosed with: dementia, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. He'd had over 150 strokes. He fell down and broke 5 vertebrae. So it was a nightmare getting my dad even out of a chair. They had to get the lift with 2 staff to do it. So, okay, I'm getting told to tell. Okay, I've got to do this. I don't know who's listening, but listen up. There's always somebody who needs to hear what I'm about to say. So, my dad, on the Sunday in August, at the beginning of August, a doctor came in on the Sunday and gave all of them a COVID shot. Within a week, 75% of the residents, 80 of them, so 75% all got COVID. Within the next week, 10 died. So that was 1 in 8 died. My dad was one of them. And I can tell you, he did not have COVID. He died because of a vaccine injury. It breaks my heart. I know it. She's told me. I spoke to the nurses. I went in and I spoke to the nurses and I said, funny thing, all these rooms are free. There's, 10 beds free. And she said, oh, yeah, they all died within a week and a half of getting their COVID shots. So that's why when I talk about my dad, it's hard. It's extremely hard knowing that there are Netflix shows right now talking about that lady who killed 8 babies. Why isn't there an investigation into what happened there? We'll never get one, and that's what I just heard. But at the end of the day, how do I live with myself? I can't blame myself. We never can blame ourselves, Everly. I did all I could, and so did you. At the end of the day, you have a life to lead. You've got commitments. You've got things in your life to do. You are always number one. Your mum had a life contract where she knew what was happening. Okay? She knew what was going to happen. We all plan it out. Everything in our life. When we do our life contracts before we're born, we actually say, okay, I'm going to live, like some of the things that I know I put into my life contract. Okay, I'm going to live in America at some point. I know that I'm going to die at some point, which I did. I know I've done that. I know I did that. I had to go through that car accident when I was 20 to break my neck for a reason. So all these things happen to us for a reason. So now with your mum, I want you to sit there and just remember who she was. I want you to think about some good things that they did. I want you to be proud because she birthed you and looked after you, raised you. But ultimately, if this person wasn't the best on the planet, like my ex-husband who killed me, you sit there and you still love them regardless. Because the minute we fall out of love, we're no longer doing heaven's work. And believe me, your mum's now doing a life review. If there was things in her life that she did incorrectly or things that go against what we would have done personally, she's now answering for all that. Because I know in the life review, we have to judge ourselves for what we did to others. So isn't that brilliant that your mum is now forgiving herself and she's forgiving you, she's forgiving everybody because everything is one. So your mum's really not gone, just like my dad. They're still around. My dad was coming to me every second or third night for 3 months, angry, just like he was when he was alive. I'd wake up and he's standing in my doorway. Oh, my God. So I hope that your mum's going to start giving you some signs. But it's still early, darling. Don't have any expectations. But I will email you, Everly, okay? I've got a busy morning, but I will get to you, okay? Oh, darling. The message today is not from your mother. It's for you. I hope you listen to that. It's not from your mother. The message today is for you. Learn to let go. Learn to heal. It's only been 4 days. Come on. I will reach out to you later, okay? Definitely. Just know that everything is working out the way it should, darling girl. Okay? All right, Bob Hope said sorry to Everly. Thank you. Love it when you guys talk to each other. Look at the support we get in this group. I love it. This isn't just about me. It's about people who truly do want to help other people. Okay? Corey W. says hi. Hello. Love you all. Julie Youngren. at Diana K USA. Yes, I remember you. It's hard for sure. I've been looking since September 25. Best of luck to you too. There's so many people now losing jobs. Oh my God. Yeah, Everly's replying to Bob Hope. Now we have Linda Swan. Oh, I like your name, Linda Swan. Hey, Linda with the hearts. Oh, I love it. Can you tell me if any of the if my chakras are blocked? I think I am healthy, but sometimes my energy gets really low. Cheers from Kiwi Linda. Thank you so much for letting me know you're from New Zealand. Now, Linda, I love your name. Wow. We've got something in common straight away. Nano. Okay. So when we look at, let me just go there. Yeah. When we look at chakras, I'm not very well educated in chakra. Okay. I've studied chakras. I know the chakra points. I try and unblock my own. So the way that I do it is how I'd like you to do it as well. We've got to look at every single chakra, and you say to you things like, how will I feel if I've got a blocked crown chakra? So let's just concentrate on our crown chakra, okay? So you've got to look at symptomology that we get when we've got a blocked chakra, or specifically crown chakra. How to unblock the crown chakra, okay? It's all over Google. Please go and look it up, okay? What happens if, how to connect to my heart chakra, crown chakra, whatever chakra, okay? So it's all on Google, okay? Sorry, I'm not going to give you too much information today. As I said at the beginning, I hope and pray I help as many people as I can, or else I try my best to give you other information. So the other information for you is to go over to, I'm seeing that it's all on YouTube and it's on Google for you as well, okay? Yeah, so there is stuff out there. Am I seeing, okay, I'm going to go there honestly. If I had a photo of you, Linda Swan, I'd be able to look down you. So if you want, email me. My email is below, linda@lindaray.info. Please send me a full photo of you from head to toe. I want to see the whole lot. Please don't be naked, because some people do that and it's like, what? I didn't need that much information. So I must stipulate, please wear clothes. I see through clothes, okay? Because I see energy. So if you can send me a full photo where you can see your head right down to your toes, okay? I can have a look and just see, oh yeah, you've got a little problem here or down there or whatever, okay? Happy to do that for you for free, okay? So there you go. Email me, Linda Swan. Send me over a photo, okay? Okay, Bob Hope, message redacted. Rose Quartz says, hello. Rose Quartz says, how are you? I'm fine. Hope you are too. Thank you so much for being here. Julie Youngren says, at Robert Harris, Mel, Pixie and Ronnie, thanks for the positive thoughts. I love it when people say they've got their animals on deck. James Cole, Linda, I'm off to ZZZZZ. I'll watch you tomorrow, James Cole. I love you, man. Okay. Wow, I've got some really lovely followers who just listen to what I say every week. Okay, so speaking about what I say every week, I am here twice a week, guys. Thursday, Brisbane time at 9 a.m. So right now I've been here for nearly an hour 30. I'm only here for another 10 minutes, okay, because I do get busy these days. So 9 a.m. Brisbane time on Thursday mornings. This is free psychic days. Saturday, 9 a.m., I now do tarots. So everyone that comments gets a tarot card, okay? Today's the day to ask your questions. Sunday, all you got to do is just say, hey, as long as you comment, I give you a card, okay? The other good thing about why I do it this way, you don't have to watch the whole show. You can see where you are in the comment stream. So open up your comments and you can say, okay, I'm the 15th comment. So you can just scroll to that point and just scroll and listen to the 5 minutes where I talk about you, okay? You don't have to watch the whole hour and a half, okay? The other thing I need to mention now is it's free. Today and the Saturdays for me are free. If you do want a private reading from me, up to an hour and a half in a Zoom call, wherever you are on the planet, please make a contribution through PayPal, because I don't do super chats and I don't do member only videos. So if you do want a private reading with me, please make a contribution through PayPal. Then email me with like a screenshot or say, hey, it's just come from this email. This is how much I sent you. Also, let me know where you live. So if you're in California, you're presently 18 hours behind me. So right now over in California, we're looking at like 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon right now. So we work out time zones and then I send you a Zoom link. It's really easy to get a reading with me. Okay. So there you go, guys. Okay. So look at James Cole. He's just going to watch tomorrow. And I love it when people just want to listen to what I say. I don't have to do testimonials. I get too many. Okay, I'm a goddessness. I am goddessness. May I have a card pulled? I don't do tarot today, darling. I do that on Saturday. And I love it that I actually upload it and I get it ready an hour and a half before I go live. So if you do comment before I start my live at 9 a.m. Brisbane time on Saturdays, you not only just get the tarot card, but you also get one of the little love dove cards as well with the love dove on the front. Okay. All right. So that's Saturday. I don't do tarots today. Okay. All right. Because I'm not connected to my cards today. Oh, isn't that funny? That one just popped out. Okay. Robert Harris says, thank you, Linda. That's what I'm trying to do. So you've hit it on the bar. Look at that. See, there's a testimonial for what I said about Robert earlier on. Bor Davis, indeed, Welsh. Okay. And pronounced, say this as you see it, Borida. Okay. Borida. Okay. Means good morning. Okay. So then we've got some little stars and things from I Am Goddessness. I love it. Okay. Rose Quartz says, I am in Michigan, USA. Will Tony propose to fix our relationship? Will I see him this weekend? Don't have your expectations up too much here, Rose Quartz. Love your name, by the way. Okay. But seriousness now. Okay. Don't listen to the words. Watch the actions. So if someone says, okay, I'm going to start fixing the relationship, you need some action that shows you that you can rebuild that trust again. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a good chance that you'll see him at this weekend, but, that's for today. You've still got a few days. Things can change, but right now I'm seeing that you'll see them. But ultimately, don't have expectations, okay? Let it go with the flow and just listen to what they say. Don't try and control or, what's the word? Condescend on them, okay? Yeah, just allow them to talk because they want to feel valuable too. Okay, everybody wants to feel valuable, especially narcissists. And I'm just going to put that out there. Okay, but when you look at narcissists, they're the ones who need love most because they are so angry with whatever happened in their past to make them want everything now. So we can always be compassionate to everybody on the planet. Okay, I'm only here for another 5 minutes, guys. Let's just get through some of these questions quickly. True, 1111 love. Nanu. I have questions about mediumship. Ever since my ex-boyfriend Ted passed away, I swear to God, I can hear his voice and communicate with him. Could I help me to confirm that? Yeah. I just want to make sure I still have my sanity. If yes, is it always Ted that I talk to, or could it be a naughty spirit pretending to be him? Wow. Thank you so much. Well, yes, there are bad spirits out there who do mimic. Whenever we go to haunted houses, I always say, be careful if you hear a little girl crying, because that may be something more worse off. But at the end of the day, I believe that Ted is coming back to you. So talk to him. Build that connection. Okay? I've got heaps of videos on my YouTube channel If you go into my channel, so you click my name, click on playlists, go down to ghost information. Okay, I've got a whole playlist there. How to talk to spirits, how to connect with them. Okay, so I've already done videos on all that for you. They're all there free to watch. Okay, I don't do member only videos. All right, so yes is your answer. Yes. Keep going. Talk to him. Okay, hopefully he'll tell you the lotto numbers because I believe that they can. Okay, so user, oh my gosh, look how many comments. I've just refreshed my screen. Oh my gosh, guys. I am so sorry. I'm not going to get through any more of these because I'm nearly out of time. Let me just go there. Okay, condolences to Everly, says user. Love Bud. Hello, this is Sarah. What is going on in my life? Is Buddy with me? Yes, Buddy is with you. Talk to them. Ask for signs. Okay? Yes. Pumpkin. Rob Harris, Julie, it's been my genuine pleasure. Everyone deserves a job, and I know you'll smash any opportunity. Yep. James Kassar. Hello, James. Okay. Hi, Lynda. I just wanted you to know I've been listening to my own songs, and I just tuned into you saying the same thing. Yes, it's uplifting. You can send some fun lyrics, and I'll make a song for you. James, are you psychic? More than you know. Because I am writing a song right now, and I was thinking about sending it to you and making a song out of it. So that's a weird synchronicity. So please stay in the loop there, James Kassar. Okay, Denkin, one of my cats is urinating on my bed. Oh no, not sure who. I run a not-profit cat sanctuary in my house, 10 cats on that side of the house. Not sure who it is. Can you help? Yeah, cats urinate on the bed because they want control. So this is a cat who's not feeling that they're getting all the love and support that the cats so desperately deserve. This is a cat showing he's putting out his scent, if it's a male, even if it's a female, they're putting out their scent to deter other cats from sitting on your bed. So my suggestion would be make your bed a no cat zone. In fact, close your bedroom door so no cats can get in there. Take them in one at a time. They'll go smell around. But wait and you'll see, because if there's a cat smelling other cats there, he or she will urinate, and then you'll know who the little culprit is. Okay, so you've got to do your little tests with all 10 of them. Bring them in one at a time and just see how they react on the bed. But seriously, even if you wash your bedding 10 times, cats can still smell smells. They're so good at smelling. Okay, yes. So just be aware. I'd be inclined to just make your bed a no-go zone for any of the cats. It's good having cats on your bed. My Mary sleeps with me on the bed when I sleep through the day. Not at night. She won't sleep on the bed at night, but through the day she'll sleep there. But she goes and sleeps on my chair. Out of all the chairs, she sleeps where I sit. So I have to go out, and there's always cat hair there. Thanks, Mary. But that's what we do for our cats, right? But you've just got to work out here who's the one that's got the issue that they want more control. They do it because it's their territory. It's okay. They're marking their territory. So once you find out who's doing it, then you can make a little spot where that one just goes by itself. So then you can make it feel safe where it goes. Okay. Alrighty, Diana K, thank you so much, Lynda. Yum, yum, yums. Okay, Elaine. No, stuck in the big city for 2 days. Yuck. Yep, well, get over it because you'll be here soon in Australia, and so you'll be in the big city. Okay, I know you're crying, Everly. I'm going to email you later. Okay, I meant to do the same thing. Yeah. Bob Hope, I'm sorry about your dad, Lynda. Yes. Look at all the support you're getting, Linda Swan. Okay. Everly, I want her to come to me. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah, Everly, just talk to her. She'll come through when she wants to. Okay, Kimmy says hello all with a big purple heart. Rose Quartz says thank you. Love Bud, thank you. Denkin says thank you. Look at all the people saying love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, guys, that is for me. Time up. Look at the time. Perfect. I've been here for an hour and a half. Set your notifications. I usually set this up an hour and a half. So wherever you are on the planet now, go back 3 hours because that's when I set this up, generally around 7:30 Brisbane time on Thursdays and Saturdays. So if you're in America right now, it's Wednesday night or Friday night. Okay? If you're in the UK, it's around midnight. Barry in the UK. Hi, Linda, just saying hi. Catch you on Saturday, Sunday. Take care. Barry, I think I just missed you last week. Thank you so much for coming in, darling man. I really, truly appreciate it. Because I do miss you a lot, Barry, you're welcome to email me and ask me any questions you may have, because I know you usually come in at the end. So I listen, I watch, I observe, and I'm happy to help you as much as I can. So that's it for me this week, guys. Okay, if you do want a private reading from me, please make a PayPal contribution. Email me, tell me where you are. All the information is below in the description, how to get a reading from me. If you want my books, all the links are there, my email's there, my address is there. I love you all. Take care. As I said at the beginning, don't get involved with all this chaos going on. Think about what we want to create for ourselves. Okay, we've got to stay in this love emotion. Okay, yeah. Love you all. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I'll be here, same bat time, same bat channel, wearing my Batman shirt. Saturday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. So set your alarms, set your notifications. I set it up an hour and a half beforehand. So that's 3 hours before now. So wherever you are, go back 3 hours, and that's on your Saturday night. Okay? So on your Friday night, because it's Saturday morning for me. So that's me. I am out of here. You guys have a great few days until I do my tarot on Saturday. Stay in love and don't get involved with what's going on. Okay? Love yous all. Talk soon. Bye.